Right, now we need sorting. Happy birthday, Dad! You can't laugh!
You got to give me warning before you do stuff like
Okay,
this.
right. 3, 2,
Okay.
1. Happy birthday, Dad!
Happy birthday, Father!
Because you're silly, I wouldn't let us get you a present. We decided to make you a video instead, involving
Top 5.
Yeah, top 5 memories that we have joint or like family things that we thought were funny or that we thought of that we thought we'd like to remind you of to cheer you up.
Of how much we love you.
Exactly. So we'll get straight into it because this is taking forever and we just keep laughing. I don't know why. So we're just gonna just start chatting and then we can edit out the crappy bits and put them on the end to make you laugh.
Number 5 is visiting you at your game shop.
No, yeah, that one's a good one because I always remember that everyone used to want to sit on the stool that was behind the counter, and obviously you could only fit one person on it, which was quite funny. You had your really dodgy friend. What was his name?
Barry.
No, what was his pretend name?
Barrius?
No, it was something like about long toes.
What?
It was something about long toes.
Dad had a friend with long toes.
No, it was Barry. It was Barry.
It was Barry?
But he had a nickname.
Bazza.
No.
Bazarius.
He used to tell us he was called something.
Bigfoot.
No. It's there on the tip of my tongue, I can't get it. Icarus. The long-toed sloth. Have I just made that up? I'm sure it's called like Icarus the long-toed sloth or something.
Sloth.
Sloth. Maybe that's the one. No? Okay.
You've lost me.
Dad'll have to confirm that one because I don't know. Maybe I've just made that up. We'll probably had some really dodgy dream and that's just popped up.
Barry, the long-toed sloth.
Icarus. His name was Icarus. The long-toed sloth.
Why would Barry's name be Icarus?
I don't know. That was his nickname. Alright, okay. Well, we'll skim past that and see. I don't know who's right and who's wrong on that one. But yeah, we used to always fight over that stall. Only one of us could sit on it. I remember getting to eat the fish and chips crisps a lot. Someone from another shop used to bring them in, but I can't remember who.
Yeah.
Someone else used to always bring us a packet of them. And then someone used to bring their baby in as well. Because I remember Vicky was obsessed with babies. And there was always...
And guinea pigs.
And guinea pigs. But there was... I don't think they brought a guinea pig in. Vicky used to always play with the baby's toes. It might have been Big John, I'm not sure.
It might have been Barry if he was playing with her toes.
Oh, that's gross. Right. Anyway. So, yeah, that's a good memory because...
We used to go to McDonald's as well.
Did we?
Yeah, because it was inside, near where the Sainsbury's is now. There's a little side bit in there.
That cut through to the McDonald's?
And they cut through to McDonald's because used to feed Lucy while she was on the floor.
Oh, I didn't get McDonald's.
Oh.
That is not on, Dad. Getting John McDonald's and not me. That is really unfair. I don't even want to do this video anymore. But yeah, no. But both of us have quite well, you more, but we both like games and like PlayStations and playing games and stuff. Whether it's me with The Sims or you obviously have your PS4 and your
Audrey computer.
Yeah, all of that stuff. So it kind of like shaped the interests that we're into now. So that's a good one.
One of my greatest hobbies.
One of his greatest hobbies in life.
It is.
Right, let's move on to number 4. Number 4, we said Caravan at Yarmouth. That sounds really bitty, but I remember there was one, we went a few times, but there was one time we stayed in a caravan, and if I remember rightly, Nan and Grandad stayed in a tent, in a camping site. Yeah. And we used to meet him in the town. And we got the Barney colouring books.
Yeah.
We got the Barney colouring books, and we met... It's always all really bitty because it's just what I can remember, but there was a girl who made friends with Vicky or Lucy and she bent Dad's book, do you remember?
Yeah.
She come into Caravan, she's a bit of a nutter and she bent Dad's book. I'm sure that was the weekend that I fell off we were walking up them obstacle courses in that pub or park, in that wood thing, and I was walking up it and Vicky jumped in front of me and I slipped and smacked my knee on my actual kneecap on the wood of the thing.
I remember that briefly.
And my knee's never been the same. It clicks every time I walk up and downstairs now. It's never been the same. I'm sure that was the same weekend.
Was that the same one with the snails?
What snails?
A snail ride.
Snap. Yeah, it probably was. I mean, we done a lot of trips to Yarmouth, didn't we? But I'd imagine that was
The one with the caravan.
There's 2 snail rides at Yarmouth. There's
the slow snails. They went.
There's the slow snails that go around the Storybook thing, and you've got the big giant at the end, like down at what's it called, Adventure Island, down at the very end. And then at the other end, when you come down the
back towards the caravan
from the parade of shops, you've got Fun or Joyland or something, the little younger park near the pier, and that's got the snails that whip around the corners.
Then. Yeah, that's the one.
So it always felt like you'd go along.
Because the bigger one always had to be on the.
Yeah, because it always felt like you'd go along and you were going to come off the end.
Yeah.
And you didn't. You just swiveled round, and then in there was that it was like an underwater Neptune's thing as well that was quite cool. It was quite slow, but it was all like glow in the dark and
lights.
So that was pretty cool.
Also, we had the big Game Boys, the big grey Game Boy in the caravan.
Like the original.
The original.
Yeah.
Huge, big grey thing, big solid block like that.
You could knock someone out of it.
You could literally. It was like then it'd have like what 3 buttons on the whole thing. It'd have A, B, then it'd have the D-pad on it.
Yeah, so you was literally like.
And then the games were just so bad.
Yeah,
but
Kieran's got a one, not like the original grey one, but he's got like the next one up from that somewhere lying around. I don't know where it is.
Because I remember we used to have the grey one, but we used to always have the Pikachu one.
Yeah, I've got the limited edition Pokemon one, didn't I? It had like Pikachu, Raichu and whatever the baby Pikachu was. I can't remember. It was like Pika or something in it. But yeah, no, that was really cool.
Number 3, the night trips to Southend.
So that was, I can't remember the name of this theme park either. Another theme park.
Adventureland, wasn't it?
Was it Adventure? No, it's Pleasure Island. It's Pleasure Island. I thought it was Pleasure Island. Or maybe it is Adventure Island.
Adventure Island. There's Adventure Island because there was a golf course there as well, weren't there?
Let's look it up. Adventure Island, there you go. So Adventure Island.
Yeah.
We still called it
Pleasure Island.
So, well, Pleasure Island's Pinocchio, isn't it? Pleasure Island.
Yeah.
Remember Geppetto?
Yeah.
Pleasure Island.
But that's not real.
That's where I got it from though, okay? Leave me alone. So yeah, we would get...
Pleasure Island's where you turn to donkeys.
Yeah.
We never went there.
No, I know we didn't go. It just rang a bell. It just rang a bell. I used to watch Geppetto too much as a kid. So yeah, we used to go to Southend at what? We used to go about 6, didn't we? Or just before 6.
You used to go late, yeah.
And you'd get half price wristbands in Adventure Island. I think they still do it, but they were a lot more expensive. They used to only be like £12, so you'd get it for 6.
And we used to get in summer. You used to get the discounts through your door if you signed up.
Yeah, because it was cheaper. Something like, and I know the hours have changed again now. When we were little, the hours were open till like 12 o'clock, so you could go in at 6 and you still got 6 hours.
See, our family was quite lucky though, because in the discounts there was a family pack where it involved 2 adults and 4 kids. You was allowed to take up 2.
So we were, yeah.
And there was obviously mum, dad, then us 4.
Yeah, so we literally had the perfect setup really. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd use it if you only had 3 kids as well.
Yeah, you just miss out on
you was allowed up to 4. So we was quite lucky because we got the full use out of it.
But yeah, no, that was always fun. I'm sure Dad's got a picture actually, because when I was going through my like first grunger stage, like not even the emo or the singing stage, just the grunger phase, and did we go on? Did it the log flume?
Oh, and it got wet.
And I just got a face like a smacked ass, to be perfectly honest. Just looked like a cow. Just looked like an absolute stroppy cow, and my clothes are awful. But
you went through a big phase of that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Literally.
I still do it now. I listen to all the same music. That wasn't even a good phase. That wasn't even like.
No.
I just dressed like a tramp.
Had to listen to the same song every day, over and over and over again.
That's because Mum wouldn't let me get any other songs. She used to make me rip up my clothes. Do you remember when she did that?
Yeah. We was downstairs in the bottom room, weren't you?
Yeah, how embarrassing.
Do you remember you broke the door? You and Lucy? Oh, that was a bad day,
Do you know what was really weird? I was watching someone else's YouTube video the other day. It was Zoe and Joe's when she was doing a baking video.
Yeah.
And she said that she watched something, and he was like, "Oh no, I watched," and then he started singing, "Big cook, little cook, welcome to our cafe," and that's what me and Lucy were singing when we broke the door.
Yeah.
I swung her around as the little cook and threw her through the door. That's what that happened.
You threw her through the door?
I actually threw her through that door. It was only plastic, wasn't it? It was only
so you lied.
But I threw her through the door.
You said you fell.
Of course we said we fell.
You threw her. Oh, God.
But we were dancing and I literally went, swung around to do the next line. And she just went straight through the door. So, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But we can't get in trouble for that now, can we? So, oh well. So yeah, we've gone completely off subject on that one. We used to get half price wristbands. We'd go in at 6, ride the rides, and then when we would leave, John actually what it's like. Well, I forgot about this, but I can't remember the word for it. It's like a car show, but they loop the promenade down there, I suppose you would call it, with all their lights and all their souped up cars. And the word for it is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it. But we used to go and do that because we'd have to get out of there. We'd have to try to join the loop, wouldn't we? And we'd go around and we'd see them all parked up and some of them were driving round, and it was just really nice and bright and
all shine off.
Quite fun. I enjoyed probably going more in the evening because the queues were shorter.
Cheaper.
It was dark, so all the lights were on all the rides, and it was just like...
There was never any queues, was there?
There was never any queues. There still isn't now.
At Southend, since there was 4 of us as well, it was always... A lot of rides you had to be in 2s, because obviously there'd be like a car.
Yeah.
So it'd be Lucy and Vicky.
Me and you
in a car.
Yeah.
So I remember because there was always that one ride that you stopped going on. It was the one where...
The claw. The claw.
Oh no, it was that one.
I didn't like the claw.
No, the claw was alright. It used to spin upside down, didn't it?
Yeah.
But the one I speak about was, it was like this huge slide like that. And just to sit in like this boat type thing and you just go through a tube.
Yeah, they've still got that.
Flying down.
Yeah.
So I remember you did it once with me, and then it was Lucy and Vicky.
Yeah.
But then I was too young to go by myself, so I always needed a partner.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't do it, so Lucy or Vicky used to have to go twice.
Twice, yeah. That's cool. But yeah, no, it was definitely a really good experience going later as opposed to during the day. And that was fun. So where are we at? We're already on number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah.
What was going up?
No, it would be 5, 4, 3. Either way, you would have hit 3. So it doesn't matter. You haven't made a mistake, don't worry. Either way, you would have hit 3. We'll check when we edit that.
I meant to do
I'm pretty sure either way you hit 3. So yeah, number 2, we put hyping us up before bed. There was lots of ways you would do this. You would, one that I didn't particularly like, you would put me on your shoulders and spin around. You would
grab our feet.
Chase people up the stairs trying to grab their ankles.
Lucy.
That was Lucy. Lucy hates that even to this day.
Yeah.
What other things were there? There was loads. There were so many things that used to do.
He used to pretend to walk out the door and put his hands on the door and pretend his hands are climbing.
I don't even get why that's funny. Like, it is funny when you think about it, but I don't understand as kids why you'd find that funny.
No.
But yeah, there was lots of things you did and you always got in so much trouble for it. I can actually picture Mum in my head telling you off now, so I can only imagine it must be etched in your brain. For God's sake, Kevin, you have them up for bed, and then I have to... What did she say after that? I'm the one that has to deal with them. But there was probably a few swear words in there as well. But it used to just be funny. Very funny.
Yeah.
It was always just before you left, I think. She was always like, that's it, you leave, and then I have to put them to bed, like... But no, it was always... It's funny now. At the time, it was just like, oh, leave them alone. Like, we're having fun. It probably wasn't fun for you at the time. You probably got in trouble, but...
Several times.
We just thought it was funny.
It reminds me of the time when in the back garden, we had a Wendy house. And we used to always, like, literally once a year, we'd always start up a club.
The black and white one?
The black and white one. We'd always start up a club in that. Every year, we'd, like, decorate it with different things inside.
Depending on the club, yeah.
Depending on the club. And we used to, literally, in this Wendy house, there was Westlife stickers everywhere.
Vicky and Nina were big Westlife people, weren't they?
Yeah.
Vicky and Nina liked Westlife.
But then there was one night when we was all out there, and then Dad was trying to scare us by like banging on the window and hiding and knocking on the roof, and we were all sitting inside like, oh God, what's going on?
Yeah. Can you even imagine being small enough now that we'd all fit in there? Like, we got in there, me, you,
oh God.
Vicky, Lucy, Nina, Chloe. Could you imagine trying to get us all in there now?
I don't think we could.
You'd get one of us in there now. 2 tops.
There's not one of us that would still be able to stand.
No, none of us could stand. Right, so we was on the last one, weren't we?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. I don't know why she sing happy birthday.
Huh? Is there any other ways?
Yeah. Number 1, and it is overall just the wedding. Like, we'll probably have a separate memory each on this one.
Yeah.
But obviously mine was
I've got one.
you walking me down the aisle. That was probably the biggest thing for me. Obviously, with how nervous I was, you were really good at keeping me calm and things like that. I always remember, not so much you, but when we were in the car and we had the really nice driver who offered to stop at McDonald's or go for the drive-thru to get me something if I was nervous. Yeah, she said she want to stop, she want to go around the... She's like, if you're not ready to go in, we can drive through McDonald's and I'll get you a strawberry milkshake.
Did you pick up one?
No, of course I didn't. Thought I was going to throw up. I wasn't going to stomach a milkshake, was I?
You know, I was sitting quite close to the front. You could pass it down the way
Quick,
through.
get this to John, get this to John. No, it was a really good day all in all, and it was just nice having it. It's probably the best memory for me. Like, I'm not a big fan of pictures or pictures of me that I haven't personally took, unless it's a selfie. I don't really like it, but I'll always treasure the one that's got us coming through the door. I remember I was so nervous and they were like, link arms and you can walk in together. And then we got to the door and there's no way you were getting 2 people through that door. Not even 2 of the skinniest people. We're getting through that door at the same time. And then it was like, right, who goes first? You go. We literally got to the door with our arms linked and we're like, boom. Who wants to go first? Like, everyone's staring at us. But no, that's probably my best memory. There's loads of memories from that day that were really good. Your speech, I absolutely loved your speech. Your speech made me cry. Yeah, there's just so many things. What was your one?
In the morning when Dad come to Mum's, because that's where obviously you get makeup done.
Yeah.
Things like that. Me and Dad had a chat.
We had a chat.
We had a chat about something, but it made me realise how important he is in my life and that I don't want him out of it.
Yeah.
You better make most of it. He's getting old now.
He's like a... I think you're going to have to get me to edit that out. You're going to be in trouble. I'm leaving that in. Yeah, I think that's it really. So, happy birthday again. I hope you like this video. Seeing as you wouldn't let us buy you a present, this is kind of our way of giving you a present still. I hope you like it. You should probably give it a thumbs up, I reckon, because, you know, it is all about you, so... Why would you not? If I don't see this in your liked videos, I'm going to be very upset.
Did you know I'm actually not subscribed to you?
Are you not? How rude. That is not on. What are you doing on my channel? Get off!
Yeah.
Going to shop and go, look at this. Oh, look at this. This is cute. Like,
I'll get you.
so it'll be